Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to my video. I hope you all are in health condition, but unfortunately I'm not in a good health today because since yesterday I had a high fever and I'm not in a good condition today, but it's okay, don't worry. I will try my best to be able to review well in this video. So today in this video I will summarize reviews of articles that I have read in previous reviews for extensive reading assignments. And yep, I think you all know who I am, but to make sure I will introduce again. My name is Nuralika. I'm from class 4D, Department of English Education, Faculty of Educational Sciences, Syarif Hidayatullah State Islamic University, Jakarta. In this video, I will review 10 articles. Yep, 10 articles that I have read before. This is the title of each article that I will address this to you, and I will explain articles with learning that are focused on students. Some of these articles discuss about English skills, including listening, reading, and improving vocabulary for students, especially for EFL or English foreign language. Alright guys, for the first article, the title is Engaging ESP Students with Brain-Based Learning for Improved Listening Skills, Vocabulary Retention, and Motivation. It's written by Ashraf Atta Muhammad Savin Salim. For the purpose in the study is implements brain-based learning approach to improve listening skills of business students, vocabulary retention, and establish positive attitudes with regards to their brain dominance and learning styles. To achieve these aims, listening skills tests, vocabulary retention tests, adapted to form of Robert Garden motivation scale were developed and used. And the result of this study findings show that brain-based learning is an effective approach for developing listening skills, consolidate vocabulary recalling, and retention. It also helps maximize motivation towards learning language skills. And the next article, excuse me. Alright, for the next article is Influence of Emotional Intelligence, Motivation and Resilience on Academic Performance and the Adoption of Healthy Lifestyle Habits Among Adolescents, was written by Ruben Trigueros, Jose Maguilar Parra, Adolfo Chichangas, Rosario Bermejo, Carmen Ferrandis, and Remedios Lopez Liria. I'm sorry guys if there is a misspelling in mention of the author's name. For the purpose in the study, the main studies in this field have focused on the cognitive aspects related to students during these classes. They ignore the role that emotions can play in the adoption of future habits. The objectives to analyze how emotions, emotional intelligence, and emotional state can influence the resilience and motivation of adolescents as well as academic. For the result in the study, the results show that emotional intelligence is positively related to positive emotions and negatively related to negative emotions. Positive emotion positively predict both self-motivation towards physical education classes or PE classes and resilience. Resilience positively predicts a self-motivation. And then finally, self-motivation acts as a predictor of both academic performance and regular participations in physical activity. The conclusion in the study successfully showed the importance of focusing on emotion in PE classes, in as much as emotion increases the tendency to get good grades and maintain active lifestyle habits. In the sense, focusing on the emotions of students in a PE could prove quite beneficial. Alright, for the next article is the role of Silent Way method to English teaching in a private Islamic middle school, was written by Agus Budiharto. The purpose of the authors in conducting this research is to describe a more effective application of learning that requires students to be more autonomous, independent, and responsible, and more active in the learning process. Therefore, the authors apply the SWM or Silent Way method, which is applied to the first grade students of MTS Miftahul Ulum, Pagendingan Pamekasan in EFL learning or English Foreign Language learning. The purpose of carrying out ongoing research in schools is to avoid the use of the students' Mortangu or Maduresa. The goal is that they can have the skills to use English fluently, master English grammar and vocabulary, and make it easier for an EFL teacher to need instruction credibly in the classroom. The finding or the result in this research about the method applied to students at MTS Miftahul Ulum is the Silent Way method or SWM because this method creates a class that focuses more on English target expected by students and teachers. Then students can be responsible for the result of the learning process carried out in the EFL classroom. Previously, learning activities felt passive. This proved that the SWM method made classroom learning more active and student-centered. Okay, move to the next article is learning online, offline, and in between, comparing student academic outcomes and course satisfaction in face-to-face online and blended teaching modalities. It was written by Suchenyan, Yevon Lo, Angela Lee, and Judel Mai Enriquez. For the purpose of this article or this study was to conduct a three-way comparison of face-to-face, online, and blended teaching modalities in a child development course to determine if there were differences in the students' academic outcomes and course satisfaction across modalities. For the result, the author concludes that the research result of this article are that students perform equally well across all three teaching modalities, allaying traditional concerns about online and blended teaching efficiency. The SOQ and Colas analysis found students from all three teaching modalities were equally satisfied with their learning experience. The use of scaffolding and guided discussions can encourage online classrooms with a high interactivity and peer support. That for online classes, it is almost as effective as offline classes and there is no significant difference. And between face-to-face learning, the same has advantage and disadvantage of each, but in this article, state that mixed modalities to improve student academic outcomes by combining features, the best feature of online and offline teaching. Excuse me. For the next article is teaching second language reading comprehension, the effects of classroom materials and reading strategy use. It was written by Van Wei Kung. The purpose of this study aims to bridge the question as to how to stimulate students' reading motivation still remains unknown by investigating the effects of using reading strategy instruction, metacognitive, and cognitive knowledge. Based on the authentic reading materials for advanced EFL learners or English foreign language with the focus on their reading improvement and learning experience. For the finding of The study revealed that real reading materials encourage students' willingness to learn and boosted their confidence in their ability to read independently. Then the teacher is also the main character in making students build their understanding to become interested in reading English text in a way that the teacher must provide interesting content and use effective reading strategies. The author also recommends that the teacher give students sufficient time to discuss after reading the instructions. For the next is Teaching Listening Comprehension Through Online Academic Lectures, written by O.G. Medvedeva, S.S. Adriva, and T.N. Krepkaya. The purpose of this article aims to create a methodology for teaching listening comprehension that incorporates academic lectures from online course and to develop a methodology of teaching listening comprehension involving academic lectures of online course. For the result, the finding revealed a statistically significant difference between the experimental and control groups, with an average score of 65.5% and 44.4% of listening comprehension skills, respectively. In addition, the experimental group showed an increase in listening comprehension skills from an average score of 43% at the initial stage to 65.5% at the end of the experiment, proving the effectiveness of the learning activities that the authors design and use. Move to the next article. Is Building Writing Skills in English in the 5th Grades, Analysis of Strategies Based on Literature and Creativity by Fernando Lopez Nino and Marta Elizabeth Fadden Pace. But the purpose of this research was designed to develop writing skills creatively, where the literary component presents interesting scenarios to foster children's imagination and to help them develop their English skills. For the result, the author's make is about the importance of considering students' opinions when planning process and strategies for their own needs. Children's children's interest is placed in fantasies such as poetry, comics, and short stories related to heroes, animals, and fiction. Then the author revealed that the writer error was reduced after each application session. In addition, children are motivated to write in English. For the next article is the use of WhatsApp in collaborative learning to improve the reading skill among university students, a study of Saudi students of English at the University of Jeddah, was written by Nasser Al-Simari. The purpose of this article aims to contribute to the growing literature on the integration of WhatsApp in education. This study or this paper assesses the impact of these applications used on improving English as a foreign language, reading skills, as well as identifying their perceptions of the English language learning experience after implementing WhatsApp in their learning. And the result provide the significant associations between the use of WhatsApp and the improvement of the reading skills of the participants who articulate a favorable attitude towards the use of WhatsApp as a tool for language learning. Despite its well-known benefits, WhatsApp use offers a few obstacles that may impede its effective use in education. Yes, I agree with the result of this article. Alright, for the next article is the use of bilingual methods through scientific approach at integrated subject to improve the students' English skills. It was written by Khalifa Dr. Rosida and Suryaman. The purpose of this article was to learn about the English skills of PGRI Adi Buwana Surabaya Primary Teachers Education Program students after using a scientific method in an integrated subject. As a result, this study was carried out to help students prepare for the globalization's age and worldwide challenges, as well as to develop competent, superior, and high character. For the result of the research result from this article, based on the findings, the authors may conclude that the bilingual approach combined with the scientific methodology can make the learning experience more diversified, engaging, and enjoyable. In practice, bilingual techniques with the scientific approach is used including our listening skills, by giving questions based on material exposure, and the second reading skills. Students read materials related to integrate learning courses using various English literature. For the third, speaking skills, exposing or presenting the material of integrated learning course using the English language. For the last skills is writing skills, making an English resume at the end of each lecture. Move to the next article. For the last article is music as a mnemonic device for foreign vocabulary learning, was written by E. Sanjini Chan. The purpose of this study aims to explore the relationship between music and language learning, both processed in parts of the brain within proximity of each other. It is a value to determine whether it is beneficial to incorporate music when young EFL or English as a foreign language learners acquire new vocabulary. For the result, this study proved that the better acquisition of novel vocabulary in EFL learning could be achieved with the help of familiar melodies with chanting and the music video with the caption, methods being the most effective and lead to immediate and prologue learning. Based on the finding, optional music teaching methods are discussed. And finally, guys, to conclude these 10 articles, I conclude that there are many articles that relate to students and teachers in learning English, especially for EFL classes or EFL learners, English foreign language, and there are several articles that focus on how teachers teach a language, English language, and that will help me understand how to learn and teach as a teacher. And also for each article in the 10 articles with different titles, there is a method used by researchers to collect data. Thank you very much for faithfully watching my videos and previous video about the novel review and textbook review, and this video is about article review. I hope that each of my videos can provide useful information for you guys, and I also hope that you can understand and get the point from what I have told before. And thank you very much to Ma'am Nida Husna as my lecturer in Extensive Reading 2021. Thank you to my friends, all of 40 class, and all students of the Department of English Education. And not to forget my parents who always supported me. And yep, one more thing I want to say to you guys: stay healthy, stay at home, and stay safe, and always be happy. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.